G'day guys, Pax here from Performance Auto Electrical. We're here at Adelaide RV today to fit a diesel heater to this lovely Jayco caravan. This van was purchased second hand here at Adelaide RV and the customer has requested a diesel heater. So it'll go generally under the bed, depending on where chassis rails, water tanks and stuff are underneath. But that gives us a relatively large space to be able to work it into. You get a screen sort of up here somewhere, each reachable by the bed. It allows you to control the heater, temperatures, that kind of stuff. There'll also be a couple of vents. One will blow warm air out and the other one will draw the cool air back in for the heater to warm up. The placement of tanks and chassis rails underneath the caravan can define where we put the heater. So we've jumped underneath and had a little look around and worked out the best spot for it in this particular van. So this is the heater itself and all the parts of the kit. Now, we do a couple of things with our heaters here at Performance Auto Electrical. We remove these hose clamps that come in the kit here. They're a little bit flimsy and we find they can be a weak point, so off they go. And we fit these stainless steel, Australian made, high quality hose clamps. We also stock a range of vents. These are our flush mount vents. So in some areas of the van where this might risk getting kicked off, we'll swap it out for one of these. In some instances, you need to put two lengths of hose together. So we stock these joiners so that we can do that seamlessly. We also carry extra lengths of exhaust so we can safely route the exhaust away from any awning or annex space. And we put a nice little tip on the end of it so it's not sharp. So this is the tank that comes with the heater kits. Generally it goes on the outside of the caravan. On this particular van that's not possible. And we'd like to fit it inside the toolbox here. However, it's just a bit too big for the space. When we can fit the tank to the outside, we fit it into one of these custom-made checker plate guards. They come in a variety of colours, so we can match your checker plate as best as possible, and that protects the tank from the elements on the outside of the van. So for situations like this, where we can't use the 10-litre tank, we stock these 5-litre tanks. Now they are more than enough fuel to run your heater for at least 24 hours. We also have the custom guards made for them. So that'll go somewhere like this. Sometimes you have a curved front van or other features in the way, and these have to be mounted to something like the gas rack on the front. Alright, so now we've done a bit of a measure up both above and below the floor of the caravan. We've picked the spot for our heater. We're going to drill the hole to drop the exhaust and intake pipes through the floor just here. And in doing that we maximise the available space under the bed, as well as not hitting anything else underneath the floor. We have these galvanised cuffs made up to go through the floor of the caravan. Here we've drilled the hole, we've got a raw edge and that needs to be protected from the elements, as well as the heat coming off of the exhaust. So that sits nicely in the floor like that. And then the heater passes through it. Then we'll jump down underneath and make sure it's centred in the hole. So we're just going to prime the fuel system so we have a smooth startup. So now I've finished the diesel heater install and we're testing the system. The heater itself is below this cover and it blows the hot air through this piping out the vent through the rest of the van. Over on this side we've got the recirculation vent, which draws the cooler air in to allow that to be recycled. We also have the wiring here. That goes off in a few different directions. Some to our kill switch, which is a unique feature of our installs that allows the whole system to be shut off for storage or through the summer months. Our screen up there gives us full control of the heater, complete with a little remote that can be switched in any part of the van. Over here we have the fuel line coming from our tank. It comes through our pump here and up to our heater. This black hose is for the air intake and this silver pipe is our exhaust. Over here we've got the wires that run our pump that run back up inside to the heater itself. So the last step, once we know that it all works, is to silicone up any holes that we've made. So that's been today's diesel heater install. Now it is important to remember that every caravan is different, so things will differ slightly from van to van. But if you're interested in a good way to keep warm this winter, feel free to contact Performance Auto for any diesel heating needs. We do them right here in-house, or we can come to you. See you next time.